I have conquered the world dozens of times. I have built corporate empires that span the globe. I have defeated the forces of evil on more occasions than I can count. I have rescued many a fair maiden. I have amassed piles of wealth, be it in dollars, credits, or gold pieces. I have killed countless Nazis. I have kicked all manner of alien species off the face of Earth. And I have built galactic empires spread across the innumerable suns of the universe. And I have done all of this sitting in the comfort of my chair in front of my desktop computer. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I am a gamer. I am proud to be a gamer. There was a time where I was a closet gamer. Because gaming was for nerds. And then I realized that everyone knew I was a nerd anyway. So I came out of the closet as a gamer. I remember the first game I played on the computer. It was called Zork. And it was 100% text. No images. And yet it captured my imagination. The next game I played, Ultima 4. I don't know how good Ultima 1, 2, and 3 were, but 4 was great. It told the story of a fella in our world who was transported to a fantasy world called Britannia after he went to a strange carny lady in a carnival. And once he got there, they chose this fella to be the avatar, a scion of virtue that would set the example for the rest of the people of Britannia and pull them out of their evil ways. After that, I remember one of the next games I loved was on what those other games were on an Apple IIc. I don't know if any of you remember the Apple II series. But the next game that I remember playing a lot was on what we would today call a PC, but was then known as an IBM clone. It was called the Red Baron. And I flew on Manfred von Richthofen's wing as we sailed as knights of honor and glory, and maybe a little bit of gritty realism as well, over the front of World War I, which was simply just a brown line drawn on the ground, but you had to use your imagination. And I was so thrilled when I finally got promoted to captain. And I could paint my Fokker D3 any color I wanted within the 16 colors available. Some people, when you talk about games, non-gamers, think about what I call twitch games, which are tests of reflex and timing. You have to time your responses, physical responses, using a controller to things you see on the screen. And it's all about reflex, button mashing or joystick turning. Twitch games are fun. They can be fun. Today, on computers, those games are typically called first-person shooters, and where you get to kill lots of Nazis. Because killing other humans, you can kill demons and aliens, that's okay. Killing other humans is still a little taboo, although obviously that's been broken more or less in recent years. But it's always been okay to kill Nazis. Everyone agrees Nazis deserve to die. Twitch games are fun. But Twitch games are to games as a whole as White Zinfandel is to wine. It's good, it's sweet, but it appeals to the masses, to the uneducated palate. And wine has so much more to offer than White Zinfandel, as do games. My favorite genre is strategy games. Games which put you in a simulated environment and give you specific objectives to achieve and limited resources to achieve them with. And you have to contemplate how to use your scarce resources and some sort of plan to achieve those limited objectives. It's really an exercise of reasoning. And you get to practice your reasoning skills as you work them. And that's in some way why games are a little bit better than other mindless pursuits that we pursue on a common basis. Television, for instance, is entertaining, but very passive. You simply receive. Reading, in fact, is often given as an excellent activity during your leisure time, but also passive. You exercise your imagination. Don't get me wrong, I like to read, but and you do improve your reading skills, which you can later use in non-fictional pursuits, hopefully. But games allow that cognitive reasoning ability to practice. So I hope that if you're a non-gamer, you realize that today there are a wide range of games to pursue. Games that would interest pretty much anyone. So go out there, check it out. I recommend strategy games. You might even find me online occasionally looking for someone to battle against. And I wouldn't recommend playing against me because I will crush you! But practice, maybe someday you'll be there. Mr. Toastmaster.